Thank you for watching. My name is Glen Morgan, and this is We the Governed. And I want to talk about the Let's Go Washington project and the 11 initiatives, making Washington a better place, one initiative opportunity after another. And I've talked about these in the past, and I want to do a quick video, just an update of all the signature gathering opportunities that just seem to be popping up all over Washington State. And it's exciting to see that as a volunteer and somebody who's been around a lot of these political activities in the past. Here I just happened to be there with my son running a road race in Stillicum, and there we had it. There was a booth set up there at the 4 on the 4th event, and people were collecting signatures at the parade. So that's a fun thing to see wherever you go. I just was in Borst Park over in Lewis County and spoke at a little event that they were signing initiatives there at the park. And that was just a couple days ago here. So these events I know are popping up all over the place. I know a lot of you at some of the church services that have been signing events all over the state. I don't even know where they all are. I keep hearing about new ones all the time, but it's exciting to see people getting out there and being engaged and involved in the process. Another thing I'm kind of excited about is that my video actually made it to the front page of Let's Go Washington. And that's exciting when they're willing to link to a video that I did. I was just doing that because I wanted to explain what these initiatives were, and apparently they decided I did a good enough job to do it that they were willing to link it up there. So there it is. I'm excited about that, and hopefully you are too. Now, I'm going to also talk about mules, and I want to talk this, it's funny, not just the animal, but after Dinesh D'Souza put out his 2,000 Mules video recently, many people know what a mule is, more than just hauling drugs or hauling ballots around. It's somebody who decides to pack a bunch of stuff, and in this case, Dinesh D'Souza's movie is about people grabbing ballots and ballot harvesting and then stuffing ballot boxes with all of these mystery ballots. And he was calling them mules because that's what people refer to people who are hauling stuff around. Well, I'm going to tell you that I've been a mule lately, but I haven't been hauling around ballots. Since I drive all over the state anyway, I volunteered to haul around initiative packets and to pick up sign packets and to deliver brochures and things like that. I'm driving around the state anyway, all the time. Many of you know this. I'm in pretty much everywhere in the state, on a frequent basis. So if you've gotten packets out there in the Tri-Cities or in Ellensburg or Spokane or Clark County or up north in Whatcom County, you know that it's a good chance that I probably delivered some of them. Now, I'm not the only one doing that, but I am one of the volunteers. Since I am always driving anyway, I load up the back seat and drop them off wherever they need to get delivered. So I've been a mule hauling initiative packets and brochures around. So who says you can't find all kinds of things to do as an activist that you wouldn't otherwise expect, particularly when you're willing to volunteer for interesting projects like this? Now, when it comes to signing these, I'm just going to point out a lot of people are not happy with how things are going in Washington State or the nation. And although these initiatives mainly just impact how we'd be living in our state by improving government, improving public safety, reducing our taxes, it's also important to remember that there's a lot of opportunities to go out and sign them if you haven't. And there's a lot on the website. They have a map there, but I want to point out 3 events coming up because these are opportunities for you to sign all 11 initiatives, and I think that I would take advantage of that if you're interested in signing them and you haven't done so yet. Go to the King County Fair in Enumclaw. Thousands and thousands of people go there every year anyway, July 14th to the 17th. It's a great fair to go to. Take 15 minutes while you're there. Sit down. It's in the political booths area, I've been told, wherever the Republican parties have some booths there. There should be about 3 booths with places for you to sit down and sign initiatives. It's a great opportunity. Take a load off your feet if you're walking around the fair. Get it signed there. Even bigger will be the Puyallup State Fair, where, as I understand it, there's a really big booth that's been set up for dozens and dozens of simultaneous packet signings there, September 2nd to the 25th. I've been going to the Puyallup Fair since I was a kid. I took my kids there. It's always fun to be at the fair. I'm going to try to volunteer to actually work on that booth a few days myself, but that's a great opportunity. Again, anybody who's been walking around the fair, you know you need a place to sit down sometime, so why not sit down, spend 15 minutes for freedom, and get them signed there. If you are out in Spokane Valley on July 21st, I'm going to be out there from 5 to 9 p.m. at the Players and Spectators Event Center, and there's a huge area there to do signing. That is, the whole event is set up. It's been sponsored by Representative Rob Chase out there. There's going to be opportunities, hundreds of packets out there, people to sign. Great opportunity to get them all signed if you live out in the Spokane Valley area. I do know there's a lot more locations than just these 3, but I wanted to post these 3 here so that people, if you see them and you're anywhere in these 3 areas, this gives you a place to go. And remember, if there's one person who really hates what we're doing here with these initiatives, it's going to be Inslee. So if you don't have any other inspiration or reason to come out and sign him, do it because he doesn't want you to. also do it because the bureaucrats certainly don't want you to. It's going to take away a bunch of their tax dollars and their control over you, and that's certainly not what they like. And, of course, the tax grant grifters who squander and take us billions of our taxpayer dollars every year and usually spend it on themselves or finding ways to hurt us. They're not going to like it either. Again, these are all good reasons to get out there, spend your 15 minutes for freedom, sign all 11, and get your friends and family and neighbors and churches to do the same. Again, if we all do this and collect 400,000 signatures per initiative by December, then assuming we get a Republican legislature in there, they can just pass it and Inslee can't veto it. So we've got lots of fun opportunities here to get out and get these signed, and it's really worth the effort, and it doesn't take too much time. So 15 minutes for freedom. I bet you have 15 minutes in the next couple months. And if you're already going to the Puyallup Fair, the King County Fairgrounds anyway, why not stop by and take a load off and get it signed while you're there? So with that, if you want to learn more, go to wethegovern.com. Add your comments down below if you think I've missed something here. And just remember, the future belongs to those who show up.